I want you to imagine that you are a criminal serving 7 years for committing fraud. You're a U.S. representative from New York's 3rd District. You're Republican. And investigations have found that you fabricated a large portion of your biography. You lied. False claims about your education, employment, family background, personal history, just lying just to get ahead, right? And then you misused campaign funds, made false statements to the FEC, the Federal Election Commission, and used donor identity information unlawfully. Imagine you were indicted on federal charges including wire fraud, identity theft, money laundering, theft, and public funds, making materially false statements. Just picture that, right? Imagine you did that. Right? Imagine you had an OF scandal as well, and you used those funds to help OF people, right? Imagine that. Just picture that for 1 second, right? And then, April 2025, you were sentenced to 7 years in federal prison, right? Right, just picture that. After your fraudulent run, and everybody's happy, and we finally got justice, and everybody's saying, yes, this is good. This shows that corruption cannot be. And then all this, you're George Santos, right? George Santos, and then all the stuff that I just said was real, many controversies, and then imagine you plead guilty, right? You plead guilty, and you say, you know what? I'm trying to get a lighter sentence, get a plea deal, because obviously I did all this stuff, because he did all this stuff. He did it, right? He just completely said he did it on stand. He said, yeah, this is 100%, this is real. And then imagine Donald Jamarcus Trump says, George Santos was somewhat of a rogue, but there are many rogues throughout our country that aren't forced to serve 7 years in prison. I started to think about George when the subject of Democratic Senator Richard Denang Dick. What? Blumenthal, sorry, that's funny, came up again. As everyone remembers, Denang stated for 20 years that he was a proud Vietnam veteran, having endured the worst of war, watching the wounded and dead as he raced up the hill and down the alleys, flushing in your face. He was a great hero. He would leak to any and all who would listen. And then it happened. He was a complete and total fraud. He never went to Vietnam. He never saw Vietnam. He never experienced the battles there or anyone there. His war hero status and even minimal service in our military was totally and completely made up. This is far worse than what George Santos did. And at least Santos had the courage, conviction, and intelligence to always vote Republican. All right, now, anger. A little anger through me. George has been in solitary confinement for long stretches of time and by all accounts has been horribly treated. Therefore, I just signed a commutation. Oh, I'm angry. Releasing George Santos immediately. Good luck, George. Have a great life. And he was immediately welcomed. Immediately. I do mean this. Immediately welcomed back onto Fox. He was immediately welcomed back onto Fox News. Oh my God, this is surreal. It's like watching a bad movie, and the villain gets a standing ovation. Oh my God, I need a sponsored ad break.
Hey, you actually stuck around for the ad? I'm so proud of you. Let me tell you what I'm pitching to you real fast. Here's something you can do when you're bored, playing games and getting paid for it. If you hit the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen right now, you see that popping up right there? Look at that. It's so cool. It's so convenient. You can sign up to freecash.com and start right away. Now, I know your inclination to say this is a scam, but I assure you, I tried it myself. I thought it was a scam myself. Actually, I did actually try it out and it actually worked. I didn't expect to actually get paid, but I'm getting moolah, baby. It's simple. Create an account with your email and password. It takes seconds. Literal seconds. Inside, you'll see a wall of games, a bevy of things, and offers. Pick one you actually enjoy, play through levels, and cash land straight into your free cash account. It's like turning your downtime into a side hustle without even noticing. Some people pull in $10 to $20 a day, but I've seen reports of much more moolah, Mr. Krabs. I've seen Scrooge McDuck numbers, and you can do this all while laying in your bedroom playing games on your phone. All they ask of you is that you spend your time playing the video games. They just want your time. Now, you could spend a little bucks in game to hit levels faster, which lets you unlock the bigger offers and payouts because you gotta hit the levels to get bigger payouts. That's how some users end up earning hundreds, even $500 or more on certain offers. It's crazy, but you don't have to spend anything. You can just stick to the free levels like I did and still cash out. The whole point is that instead of just sitting there scrolling endlessly through TikTok or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts or whatever, you're playing and earning at the same time. When it's time to cash out, you got options. You want to hit up PayPal, you want some gift cards, you can do whatever you want to. It's your decision. It's your world. I'm just living in it. So if you're curious, hit the link in my description or scan the code that's been on screen the entire time. You can just scan the code right there. You have the ability to just screen capture, scan the code, click the description. Make sure you do it through me, guys. Sign up for my link because I'm broke, guys. I'm doing this for the money, man. I got my family locked up. I beg you, please start playing for cash in your spare time. And when you use my link or QR code, you'll get a $5 bonus to kick things right off. So go ahead and get the free cash right now. Freecash.com is 0CV. You're not responsible for any bodily harm, any extra harm, anybody getting destroyed, anybody getting hit with a meteor, anybody getting hit with a natural disaster, anybody getting hit with the power of God, anybody with God's wrath, any thunder striking your body, anybody that actually has kids because of this, anybody that gains thousands of dollars, they do not use that in order to attack me or strike me and send drones to my house to destroy from my entire body. I appreciate it. That'd be lovely. Thank you. I would appreciate it a lot. And if you could enjoy this, just use my link in the description. Like I said before, use the QR code. Go ahead and do that. Everything's bye.
Okay, back to whatever I was talking about before. George Santos, a man who admitted to running a campaign built on lies, who pleaded guilty to wire fraud and aggravated identity theft, and was sentenced to more than 7 years, is suddenly walking out of prison because somebody with the keys decided, oh, mercy. I'm going to give mercy. This is favoritism. Because he's Republican. That's it. It's just favoritism. And to the other person, whoever Trump is talking about, he also deserves to be in prison if he's lying about being a war hero. Think about the message this sends. If you steal identity, steal from donors, and lie your way into public office, you should get token. You should not get token accountability. You should not get a pardon. And this is crazy. It's a criminal because Trump is a convicted criminal. And then got pardoned because he was the president, right? He basically pardoned himself. And real consequences must mean something. When they don't, justice is just the power. You can do whatever you want. This is the whole, I don't even have words for this. This is ridiculous. Oh my God. Do you see the pattern? This isn't a one-off act of mercy or a repentant soul. Look at the roster of pardons and commutations. Look at that. A laundry list of politically convenient favors that reads less like clemency and more like a rewards program. Oh, you're Republican? Oh, just come here on my side. You think I'm the coolest guy ever? Oh, I remember somebody said, if you tell Trump a compliment, then he'll give you a pardon. And I think that's what's happening here. If you're nice to Trump, if you don't treat him like he's mean or evil or nasty, he will give you whatever you want. He'll give you candy. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. This is the oh my God. They're a pro-crime party. I don't understand what's going on. What? You know what's crazy? We're told he has the right to grant clemency. That's what Trump says. Sure, the Constitution gives him that power. But the framers gave clemency as a measure of mercy or correction, right? That was supposed to be that. When the president may look at it and say, this is ridiculous. I can actually see it. This is ridiculous. This is not a political lifeline. Pardons are dollied out to political allies and scandal-ridden friends while ordinary people serve their sentences. The balance between law and privilege snaps. This is literally privilege. This is literally privilege. This is I don't even know. If you for some reason think that that power does not grant you anything, if you think that this is just or fair and in some way, you are not welcome anywhere in my vicinity. I do not know where your ideals stand and where your morality lies. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. You can buy power. You can buy the law with influence. The public doesn't matter. This is not democracy. That's not democracy. This hit a nerve. People who busted their asses, paid restitution, watched their lives shrink under the grid of the legal system. They're seeing someone who gamed the system get an express ticket out. That breeds cynicism. It erodes the social contract. People stop trusting that institutions are impartial because it proves that institutions are not impartial. That just proves that. They start believing institutions protect the connected. That belief erodes democracy faster than any scandal. Democracy doesn't exist. Look at the optics, right? Santos was less than 3 months into an 87-month sentence when he was freed. That's instantaneous reversal for a man whose crimes were serious and whose victims existed. Bro, he may even Trump may just say, Diddy's fine. He doesn't got to serve 4 years. Because Trump can do whatever he wants to. I don't act like a king. I don't act like a king. You are literally a king. This is immediately after the No Kings protest. This is such irony. Such irony. Oh my God. Wealth and loyalty beat justice. That's what's happening here. When Congress members who lied and cheated and used donors' money are whisked out of accountability, it creates a terrible precedent. Do enough favors, sing enough praises, show enough loyalty, and the system will one day show you favor back. That undermines the whole point of prosecution, to make dishonesty costly. Without that cost, corruption is just gonna run rampant. It's gonna become a career path. This is ridiculous. Members of both chambers, legal observers and everyday voters see this. This is just pure corruption, naked corruption. This is ridiculous. That's what it is.
elected officials publicly say, "Oh, this looks corrupt." This isn't media bias. This is corruption. This is corruption. Everyone's saying, okay, this is corruption. This is deep corruption, right? Is this not corruption? I don't even understand how this wouldn't be corruption. I don't get how this would not be. I don't get it. He has the gall to make a statement saying, "Oh my God," he made a statement. He said, "God bless President Donald J. Trump, the greatest president in U.S. history." No dip, you're going to say that. I really have to thank Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene. He fought like a lion on George's behalf. Also Representatives Lauren Boebert and Tim and Anna Pauline, who have also been very supportive. Also former Congressman Matt Gaetz, who I was regularly contact with, as part of the greatest DOJ team ever in Senator Clean. You lied. The U.S. is back. As a retired NYPD officer, having experienced firsthand typical government dysfunction and red tape, see how functional, efficient, properly administrated works together to get the job done. You admit you just corrupt. Oh, I'm so angry. You just admit you committed wire fraud. You lied. You lied about your biography. This isn't the system working well. This is you using your power. How is this? This doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. Oh my God. I don't get it. Do you know the damage this is gonna do? Pardoning a public official who weaponized lies while in office sends a chilling message to any whistleblowers or investigators. If you expose wrongdoing, you might still lose. But if you cozy up to the powerful, well, you might walk. Accountability depends on the rule of law being impersonal. That's what it is. This is you can't use clemency as a political shelter. We are told about redemption narratives. People can change. People deserve second chances. That's fine. That's dandy. Whatever. That's good. But there is a structure for that. Admissions of guilt, restitution, rehabilitation, time served, public contrition. That's the whole thing. And reparative actions that actually benefit victims. A midnight commutation handed out like a favor to a political ally skips every step of genuine accountability. This is ridiculous. Pardoning Santos, this is beyond a public scandal. This is beyond a scandal. Because this wouldn't be a scandal. A scandal would be something behind the scenes. This is a civic wound. It tells citizens that elections and courts are extras in a private drama where the real power players write the script. That's corrosive. It makes the average person less likely to believe in fairness, less likely to engage in civic life, and more likely to see politics as a game rigged for insiders, because it is. This is exactly what it is. If you care about democracy, this should terrify you. Because a republic depends on shared rules. When those rules are selectively honored, the fabric unravels. We can argue about policy or personality until we're hoarse, but we should all, regardless of politics, agree that the system cannot be made into a patronage machine for allies. This is ridiculous. This is genuinely, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. This is ridiculous.
I'm your Nick at night, be my Laurel. Happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. Ooh, I love the ride when you